Sekiro is the ultimate Souls game. Just on every level, playing Sekiro is basically like playing Dark Souls for the very first time, because it's basically Dark Souls, but it's basically not. So all that you've learned about how to play Dark Souls is not going to help you much. So once again, you're in this in this position where you're just in this world where everyone can easily kill you, and then the controls really suck and everything works against you. You can obviously learn the controls, and you can learn to play by the stupid fucking rules that this game sets out, and you'll see that it's actually worthwhile. You'll see that the game will be great when you do. You see that you can play against these bosses, and they're really good. These bosses, they got all kinds of crazy attacks, and the way you play against them is as if you're on their level in a way. It's basically you learn their weaknesses, you learn their strengths, you learn when is the time that they're open for attack, and the game doesn't tell you these things, and the game has these perilous attacks that will hit you unless you do a certain thing, and I never learned how to do that thing. I just avoid them by running away from him. I just see, oh, he's gonna do a perilous attack. I'm just gonna run, because in this game you actually have so much mobility. Even though there's some weird features that seem to limit your mobility, like the dodge button being the sprint button, which means you can't just press the sprint button if you want to run away, because that means you're going to do a dodge, and that means you can't do a jump because you're going to do a dodge. But it's still, yeah, that really sucks actually, but whatever, it's annoying, and I guess you get used to it. But basically, you can avoid most of the attacks just by being out of range, because these perilous attacks, you see them coming, and then they never come out of nowhere, I guess, and if they do, then you can avoid them easy enough by jumping. And the trick here is to jump backwards. You actually have lots of air control, I think, and so if you jump while holding backwards until you land, then you're gonna be quite far away from the enemy, and then it'll be very hard for them to hit you with their stupid perilous attacks. And then you can just jump right back in and do a big overhead strike if you've learned that. Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of cool features that you unlock, like being able to do your crazy skills while jumping. So you have an attack that takes a long time to charge up, but if you just do it while jumping, you just hit them with it, because you've done it while you've charged it up while jumping. It's really quite good. Too bad you have to unlock things to get that, but yeah. And the same thing for the grappling attack, the grappling hook. You can grapple onto some enemies, but that doesn't do you any good until you click on the ability that allows you in the skill tree. If you unlock the ability that allows you to attack while grappling towards them, I feel like that should have been in by default, but whatever, I guess. So I've played this game now for 80 hours, and that's how long it took me to beat the final boss. I mean, I guess I've beaten a final boss before, because there's this bad ending where you basically go hollow. Wee! Spoiler alert! Sorry about that. So you go hollow because you do the sensible thing, and then that obviously makes you evil, and then you become a demon, which is fucking awesome, by the way, but the problem is that you don't get to fucking play it. God, I would have liked to be a fucking demon. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? Yeah, sure, it's too bad that just happens and you don't get to do it. Basically, it just says, oh, yeah, your character's now evil and he killed everyone. The end. Well, fuck you. Why don't I get to play everyone? Why don't I get to play the genocide run? That would have been hilarious. Amazing, even. And those guys fucking deserve to die, those NPCs. Just crawling around, getting dragon aids, doing nothing all game, just waiting for me to do everything. If that's even a good thing. Maybe I'm the bad guy all along, and this ending makes way more sense than the other one. And it's so stupid as well, because your choice is to serve either your cool-ass father, or this annoying brat that has no greater wish than to die. Yeah, big fucking choice. And your father, by the way, he's faked his death, and now he's come back to take power. That's fucking awesome. And what's this kid done? All he's done is whine about how, oh, everyone wants to steal my blood because I'm the only immortal. It sure sucks to be me. Please find a way to permanently kill me. And that's the quest for the whole game, to kill him. Great. Yeah, that's real fucking nice. I would have jumped at the first chance to betray him. I did, and that's why I got the bad ending. And, well, you'd think, well, I guess that kind of sucks, doesn't it? But no, actually, it's kind of good, I guess. I mean, not the ending, but the fact that now I've learned a lot, and then I got to start over, and it didn't take long at all to play the game again, and it was fairly fun. So much faster the second time. Oh my god, you have no idea. Once you know all the shit. The first time I didn't even find the shurikens. I didn't even find any of the prosthetics for the first, I don't know. I didn't have it for... Yeah, I think the spear's the first one I got. I don't even know. That's pretty late in the game. I had to beat the horseman, the ogre, all of them without without the special attacks that you get, that you have a limited ammo for. Yeah, I was like, oh, there's a thing that allows him to carry more spirit emblems? What the fuck are those? I haven't used them my whole game. And then I collected spirit emblems from then on, but what the fuck? I couldn't use them yet. That was so weird. I don't know, I guess they should have given you one of those prosthetic weapons by default. I don't feel like I was too bad at exploring, but I guess they put them in your path more or less. But then I don't know, I guess I was going a different path. You had to go through a hole in the roof to get those shurikens. That's too bad. I had to look up where they were. It was terrible. Played too long and I didn't find them. Well, don't be me, I guess. Don't just explore better. All the good stuff is hidden in the first area, I guess. No, not all of it, but a lot. That was crazy. So anyways, I assume that the obvious thing happens, which is after playing Sekiro, now all Souls games will be ruined for me because they're incredibly fucking slow. And I mean, they were always so slow. I don't know why they just decided to make them so fucking slow. But now basically, you know how Souls games will ruin other games for you? Now Sekiro, I assume, must have ruined the Souls games for me. So what the fuck am I gonna do now? Actually, I wasn't even playing Dark Souls that much anymore. I mean, nothing has ruined Souls games more for me than the fucking remaster of Dark Souls 1. God, that was so bad on so many levels. I mean, literally, the improvements were so fucking weak, and then they charged $20 for it. You couldn't have given them for free? You couldn't have made it a lot better and released? I guess not, huh? Well, I mean, they still haven't really learned how to make games that much more enjoyable. I mean, they make really good games, but the quality of life is just not there in these games, and these From Software games. That's gonna be the topic of my next video. It's gonna be all the ways that Sekiro sucks, because there are quite a few ways in which it sucks, and you will learn about them, and then you can bomb me with dislikes. But then again, you'd have to be stupid, because I have really good points. But whatever, we'll see. But before I get into all these mechanical issues I have with the game, I have to talk about the complete lack of variety of enemies. Because, well, I mean, that's probably not fair, but the thing is, all the fucking enemies, they're all humans. Just all of them. You fight even a demon, and he's also a humanoid. And I mean, yeah, I guess there's a gorilla once. Even a gorilla is humanoid. What the fuck? Are there any non-humanoid enemies to think of? I mean, I guess there's carp and there's dogs and... Yeah, but... Those are all one-shot kills. Is there anything more interesting than that? Jesus. And then a lot of humans just with guns. Those are some weird choices, that there be these snipers. Yeah, I guess... No, they actually suck. I hate the snipers. I don't think they add much to the game. Oh god, and the shotgun guys are even worse. Shotguns in feudal Japan, are you sure? Yeah, whatever. Surprised it's not just magic. I'm surprised they have gunpowder, but I guess gunpowder is pretty sweet. I like this era with gunpowder actually. I just don't like it too much how they did it here. With these snipers that just shoot you from the other side of the map with those rifles that should not be so goddamn accurate. Look at them. How could anyone be accurate with those rifles? I guess that's just what happens, because in Japan everyone is so goddamn elite at what they do. All these, every time you have a soldier with a sword, they know like 10 different ways to kill you as well. Terrible. They're all so competent. I guess that's pretty cool though. The whole game is very fast. When I first saw people playing this game, I thought, oh, what the fuck? This is like someone fast forwarded the footage. Doesn't make any sense to me that it's going that fast. And when you play it, I guess, oh my god, your slow, incredibly slow Dark Souls brain will have to adjust so much to be able to press these buttons fast enough. And then you can block like a million times, and the enemies just strike a million times, but you can block it all because you've got the samurai powers as well. Even though you are just so much weaker than your enemies. I think. Maybe not, but it's just so weird that they can like kill you in 2 hits. Even later on, where you have all of the health bar items, they're still so incredibly powerful. They just get to kill you so fast. I mean, the final boss, even in his first form, which is completely weak and ineffective. Well, maybe it's a glass cannon, but even that form can just kill you in one combo if you don't bother dodging the second half of the combo, I guess. And that's hard when the first half hits you anyways. So it's basically possible to just die instantly, but then I guess you got the revives too, so that counters it out, those gimmicks, I guess. Because it's Japan, everyone dies instantly because samurais are so deadly, but oh, guess we got magic that brings you back from the dead. And the enemies are like, oh jeez, you got this amazing rank power. I want this power for myself. But then, what are you talking about? You already survived 1 death blow. Well, what do you want? Oh, I don't know why they made it so that the enemies have this power too, but they don't acknowledge it in any way. It's like, oh yeah, I guess you stabbed me through the neck, but I'm fine. I'll just walk it off. Next time, that's when it really hurts. No, but I don't have the dragon powers of immortality that you have. Oh, and I respawn when you kill me too. But no, you're just the chosen one. You're the one with the dragon powers who gets. Why do I spread Dragon Rot? What the fuck is it like? Oh, now you got Dragon Rot. Everyone's got Dragon Rot because you died too much, you fucking scrub. Here, let me rub it in. How much you suck. And now everyone's got cancer because of you. Yeah, are you happy with yourself? Just playing a game expecting people not to get cancer because you die too much in a game? Oh, but no, the enemies, they can die a million times and they'll be fine. Don't worry about them. They're not gonna cause any kind of cancer to spread. No, it's just you. It's just fucking you. Great. That's pretty weird. I feel like Dark Souls had a better lore going on because it was just like, yep, everyone's a zombie. That's a problem, you know. You kill them, they come back to life. That's zombies for you. And you're no special. You don't have the dragon heritage backing you. You're just a zombie. You just have a little bit more willpower than the average zombie. That's why you keep coming back. And you maintain your items, I guess. Now in Sekiro it's like, oh, the dragon heritage, you're so special. You gotta serve this little brat who wants to die. You're gonna be the one who makes him die. Are you looking forward to that? And then the other endings, they're fucking stupid as well, because they don't actually give you anything. They don't give you a different boss. It's just like, you've collected a bunch of resources that will help this kid die more gracefully. Great, now you get 3 minutes of cutscene as a reward. Final boss still the same though, I assume. I mean, it looked the same in the YouTube videos I watched. Pretty weird. I don't know, should have been a real final boss that's way harder. I don't know, I guess. Was the final boss that hard? I feel like the only thing hard about the final boss was that I didn't know his patterns, but now that I know his patterns, I think I could probably beat him again in like an hour. Not like 10 hours like the first time. Yeah, I think I played against him for probably 8 hours. Just dying repeatedly and repeatedly. Because the first 2 waves are no problem, but then you don't get to practice the last wave until you get there. And then you have to beat all the other waves before you get to practice the last wave again. Alright, well, this is the positive video though. Check in next time for my rant about how it's bad. Oh boy. Oh yeah, and there's no PvP, by the way. I guess I forgot to mention. I mean, everyone knows, but it's just terrible actually, because I mean, they didn't have a choice. You couldn't possibly put PvP in because everything's so fast you would really notice the lag. Even in the incredibly slow Dark Souls, you notice how shitty their server code was. Wait, server code? I guess it's client-based. That's probably why it sucked so much. Just like that shitty game For Honor. Anyways, so now I guess my main Dark Souls experience lacks multiplayer, which means replay value. I guess that's too bad. I guess I won't get to play this one for 300 hours like the other ones, where I would just invade other people over and over again. Oh man, I'd love to do that. Not that it would work, because they'd be fucking ninjas and they'd be blocking every single attack. Unless you get like, unless you get to invade them with the final sword, and it's like, oh, it can cut through anything. Great. It's been folded 1,000,000 times and it's got some black magic on it. Oh yeah, and everything's swords, but I guess that makes sense because they really narrowed the scope of the game. You don't get to have spears, you can have the shields. Well, actually, I guess you do, but they've got limited ammo, so you can't like beat a whole boss just using a spear and a shield. Well, you can't use them at the same time even, and the shield's just a stupid umbrella that I never used. Maybe I should have, probably not though. I mean, it'll use ammo, so it'll not be sustainable. What a weird concept. So anyways, that means that they focused fully on the swordplay, and that shows, because the swordplay is pretty interesting. So that's good, but also bad, because replay value. Oh well. I guess that's that. I'll play it like 1 more time, but that's probably it. I guess that's too bad, because I really played Dark Souls 3 for quite a while. They finally added semi-decent PvP in that one where there's online matchmaking, I think. I wonder if I could find a match there still. Oh man. I don't even know if I want to. Probably though, because I actually did find ways to be fast in that one, because you get to pick all kinds of stuff. All kinds of weapons. There's fast weapons. There's fast spells. You could shoot such fast spells, people wouldn't know what the hell hit them. It doesn't do much damage, but it's really annoying. That was the good times, oh man. Well, no more PvP from Software, I guess. Until they do something. Are they gonna make Sekiro too? I hope so. I hope they add something cool where it's not just fucking humanoids. I hope they add, like, other enemies, damn it. Bring more enemies. More enemy types that aren't human, please. Alright, subscribe.